Travis Wayne Goodsell. One last video before I go to bed. The landlord also, even though she's not claiming to be the landlord, it was a big notice. I since submitted this with another email, and I'm reading that for you here. So, Travis Wayne Goodsell versus Corporation of the President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, 219 CV 00711 CW for Clark Wattups. A previously submitted okay, so I need to reword this. As previously submitted this day, no. Along with the plaintiff's previously submitted email notice this day, 5th of August 2020, the landlord, Samantha Hanson, has also submitted her hearing notice to the plaintiff. See attached, and I attached. It contains the plaintiff, it confirms that the plaintiff is not being allowed to defend his position in a state court, but by a Valley Behavioral Health officer, as Danville Development will be represented by their company lawyer. The hearing claims to be informal, meaning the strict rules of evidence and procedure will not be followed. As the plaintiff has indicated multiple times, he is not a client of Valley Behavioral Health, yet is having his residency threatened by Valley Behavioral Health, with Danville bypassing due process in the courts. As the plaintiff also indicated, Valley Behavioral Health is in conspiracy with Danville. In conspiracy with Danville, have turned the plaintiff's residence back into assisted living. Returning the plaintiff to a client of Valley Behavioral Health, and are acting during this lawsuit as they've been notified, after they've been notified. After they've been notified as being listed as co-conspirators to interfere on behalf of the defendant as a backup retaliation regardless of the judgment of Your Honor, unless they can render this eviction prior to Your Honor's judgment. And rescue the defendant. The plaintiff has established the default of the defense with the 18 March 2020 email included to Your Honor. The plaintiff has established the co-conspiracy claims in his complaint connecting the defendant to all co-conspirators with a financial connection. The plaintiff has established that listed co-conspirators have threatened and assaulted the plaintiff during the duration of this complaint as evidence of the guilt of the defendant. The plaintiff has established additional co-conspirators having threatened, having threatened and assaulted the plaintiff during the duration of this complaint as further evidence of guilt of the defendant. As a pro se litigant, the plaintiff's adherence to the laws of the United States and court procedures in good faith results in his emotional struggle with delays for a final judgment, while the very life of the plaintiff is on the line. The plaintiff is well aware of potential consequences of Your Honors adhering to the law with a final judgment against the defendant with prejudice, beyond the impact to just the defendant and the plaintiff, but to the whole world regarding governmental, economic, and religious impacts. But the Mormon hymn, number 237, "Do What Is Right," echoes through the plaintiff's mind. The plaintiff also became an Eagle Scout because he told the truth to a question even when he knew it was not what the counsel wanted or expected him to say. Sent. And with that, I go to bed.